everyone, and welcome back to another video from my channel. So I haven't done a portrait painting in a long time, and so I decided that this month I'm going to focus on doing a portrait painting. And especially I haven't done of a man. Usually I've done of women before. If you've noticed some of my shots, you've seen that I do women, but maybe I'm not so comfortable doing a man, so I decided to challenge myself a little bit, and that's why I went with this portrait. And first I thought I would do it in watercolor. As you saw, I drew this initially on a different paper, and then I traced it onto this watercolor paper, which is hot pressed, and it's by Brustro. It's A3 size. And then as you can see, I've already done the base layer. I've applied a single layer of watercolor. And so the basic thing with watercolor is that you have to go on adding more and more layers until you can get the right shade. But also you have to be careful that you're not very dark in certain areas, or you're not very light in certain areas. And I think that's the trick with watercolor. You really have to engage with the painting. You really have to see with your own eyes, whether the layers that you're providing, is it enough or is it not enough. So there is no a straight line process. It's just that you have to go on adding and adding layers and see where the painting takes you, basically. So this is actually a painting of my husband that I did for his birthday, and I thought I would surprise him with a watercolor portrait. And he'd been requesting, or he'd been asking me whether I could do one for him for a long time, and I wasn't really confident with my abilities, so I postponed making this. But then I thought it would be a nice gift, a surprise gift for him on his birthday. Learned that in anything that we do, we must possess a certain level of self-confidence. There is a difference between being overconfident and being self-confident, and I think being self-confident allows you the capacity to make mistakes and accept them, accept your mistakes, learn from them, and move on. So in any skill, art, or talent that we practice, inevitably we will make mistakes. But if you are self-confident, then we can learn those mistakes and we can improve upon them. But if we are overconfident, I think we'll be blind to them and we will never learn. We will close the doors of progress because we think that we are already good at it. On the other hand, we also have people, or sometimes like you and me, we are underconfident. And then that also sort of hinders our progress, because then we are too afraid to make mistakes. But in anything that we do, we will be making mistakes, we will learn, and that's how people progress. I myself go through bouts of underconfidence, sometimes self-confidence, and perhaps even sometimes overconfidence. But then I learn to recognize that these three things are different, and then I slowly try to steer myself towards self-confidence. And in anything that we do, I feel that we will be confronted by these three different cycling emotions. And the point is to recognize which one we are feeling at that moment, and is it serving to bring us down, or is it serving to bring us up, or at least at a level playing field. hope that you've enjoyed this video. And painting this did make me feel underconfident at times. I was very self-conscious and I really wanted to do it right. But then I also recognized that wanting to do it right could also not let me be in the flow of painting. And then I sort of stopped myself short. And then I just told myself that whatever happens, I'm just going to enjoy painting this. And I think that really just got me through it. To quote Seneca, "The powers we have can never inspire in us a genuine inner self-confidence until we have confronted many difficulties along the way, and even now and then have had to struggle fiercely with them. This is the only way our true spirit can ever really be tested."